Okay, here we go. Settings. First of all, I want to change the difficulty. Let's go hard. Because I felt it was a little easy. Something else I want to do is... we turn music up just a little bit, 50%. Audio, doesn't really have it. I want the audio to play when I change displays, but I don't know if it's gonna let me do that. Borderless full screen. Full screen, borderless, or windowed. I want windowed. And yeah, it still doesn't play audio when you're outside. Oh well. That's not the end of the world. Everything else seemed fine. I'm gonna stick with a controller. I'm gonna plug my phone in. I know that. That's the webcam. Don't F this up. Don't F this up. Don't F this up. I'm confused. So this plug goes where exactly? Right here. Okay. Eat some chips. Oh, we'll see now. Now my window's all effed. Nobody likes that. Okay. You don't really get options, do you? Okay. Continue that game. The lodge. So what just happened? I slept in my bed in the lodge. I still need to talk to this Sarah. That's her name, I think. Sarah. Oh, I was gonna take all my stuff out of the take all this because I can put it on my ship, right? Or can I decorate in here? Right here. Bisque. Like a toy motorcycle. Drop it. Drop it. Put the case down because I don't really want that. Yeah, I thought these sample bottles were going to be needed. So I guess I'll sell those. I'll drop the succulent. Spaceship. Keep TP with me, you never know when you're going to need it. And how do I pick stuff up? You like hold A, right? Freaking out. That's good there. How do you turn it though? You just bash it around until it works. That's cool. Oops. Oops. Not a shelf. Well, that's cute. We put that there. We gotta make this room mine, you know?
Artifacts won't find themselves, and us going after them. Repair costs the occasion.
Good thing you've got me around.
How do I get you to like... No.
Your sparkling personality is just
It's not gonna stand up by itself, is it? Damn. Fucking gravity. There's gotta be a better way. Uh, 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 uh. Can I wedge this? Cool. Good enough for me.
Curious feeling, knowing that you've seen something that no one else has. That you know something no one else does.
I am at your service, Captain.
So, are you ready to get to work? Or was there something else? We're explorers. Humanity has always hunted for knowledge in the unknown. We just take that a little more seriously than others. We were founded decades ago by a man named Sebastian Banks. He wanted a small group of people from all corners of the settled systems dedicated to the biggest question of all. What's out there?
Yes,
These
what?
artifacts could be everything we've been looking for. Another great secret the universe is asking us to unravel. We're going to be doing some old-fashioned detective work. The artifacts are relatively inert once they're out of bedrock. That means people can pass them around, not even knowing what they are. I've been letting my contacts know to be on the lookout for strange...
You didn't like
metal
that.
objects. Get back a lot of noise, usually. But a tip from the UC Vanguard sounds promising. Felt the same way when I started too. There's an electricity in the air when you know you're about to uncover something.
I feel like my video
But
is
it's
not
not
syncing
just
up.
that. I want to take
Possibly
this
with my audio.
opportunity to see how you handle yourself, and for you to learn more about us. I'm going to be sticking with you for this. We'll be traveling together until we either find an artifact or this lead runs dry. You mean besides the ship, the robot, and a place to stay all rent-free? We do have some funds we can
Spitting
disperse
real
from time
facts.
to time. Not to mention, I think we can get you a proper suit. We're explorers. We keep a lot of equipment on hand for that purpose. So the more you work with us, the more we can share what we have. We'll need to head to Mast. Check in with the Vanguard recruiting office where my contact works. And listen, whatever you were before or whatever you do once you're out there, I don't care. So long as you don't bring UC security to our doorstep. Every member of Constellation is their own conscience. Understood? I mean, Constellation has a roster of members who haven't always been on the right side of their respective
He
society.
doesn't care who I am, what I
We're
did,
risk-takers.
where I'm from, as
Some of
long
us have
as
seen the
I love
inside of
her.
a jail cell more than once. If you join us, it means you're committed to our mission. In exchange, we give you latitude in your choice of means. Good. Let's take a little stroll through New Atlantis, shall we?
Do I have to go with you, or can I go myself? Oh, she's with me, okay. Yep. Is that better? I think it might be. A little delayed. We shall see. I feel like the film grain kind of ruins this.
You see that scientist out in front of Mast? Staring at trees, sounds upset. Whatever it is, it can't be that bad, right?
You're making things harder for yourself.
UC security, you're under arrest.
You didn't like
I've
that.
got special orders, you're coming with me. Prepare for immediate transport.
This should
to
be
our
interesting.
vessel. I've been authorized to inform you that you're being transferred to the UC Vigilance. You'll find out more when you get there. Other than that, I'm not at liberty to divulge. Smart
YOLO.
decision. Stand by to be transferred.
Let's call that a pickpocket
It's
fail.
good to be back on board.
I'll sort out my webcam after
I'm
this.
telling you, the commander's got plans for this loser. Why else would he be going through all this trouble? I still don't understand why he trusts a criminal. Seems like too much of a risk. Stop worrying and keep an eye on our guest. I'll be right back. You just sit tight. The commander
Can I
wants
convince
have
him
a
to let me
little
go?
chat. The prisoner's ready, sir. I hope you're comfortable. We have a lot to discuss. Well, we'll see about that. First, let me see what we're working with here. It appears that you have a background in cyber running. Perfect. Information gathering is one of our top priorities around here. I also see that you mined on Vectera, and now you're with Constellation. You've certainly been quite busy. Oh, and look at that. Right at the bottom of this list is the criminal incident that landed you in my crosshairs. Huh. You're absolutely right. Well, I'll have my people get right on that.
Oh, he wants to touch my feet.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Commander Kibwe Ikande, and I'm in charge of this operation for UC SysDev. Are you familiar with what we do? Actually, that's something new we're trying. I figured we needed to branch out.
This guy's got some snark, I like it.
Our horizons. UC SysDev is a division of the UC Navy. Well, they handle the big picture stuff. We deal with a very particular problem. The Crimson Fleet. That convict is where you enter the picture. No, you don't. Not yet, anyway. We've been prodding at the Crimson Fleet for years, trying to take them down one ship at a time. But we barely scratched the surface. If we can get someone on the inside, we have a shot at finding a loose thread we can pull to bring it all down. Not for me. For yourself. Look, I'm going to make this simple. Agree to work for UC SysDev, and together we take down the Crimson Fleet. Refuse, and I tell these guys to throw you into the nearest lockup. Might even tack on an extra few hundred credits to your fine.
Damn.
I'm not coercing you into doing anything. I'm simply giving you a chance to redeem yourself. So,
This guy's head shiny or
you going to work
transparent?
with me, or should I find someone else?
Kinda wanna see what jail's like. Problem is, I don't know if I'll ever get this offer again, but I know I'll go to jail again. I'll take it this time.
Choice. I'm going to have one of my men escort you to the operations center. I strongly suggest that you don't give him any trouble. And don't bother trying to leave the ship. I think you'll find all access to the docking area is fully restricted.
Sarah with me? And can I pickpocket the guy who's gonna transport me? Oh, they left me a gun. That's nice. Oh, hi, Sarah.
Let's go. If you have any questions, save them for Commander Ikande. So, you took the op instead of serving the time. Gonna be the commander's new mole, huh?
I think you need to get rid of some of that gear.
Tell me what to do.
Especially with the stories that go around. Like the one about how the fleet deals with informants by lashing them to the hull of a ship and then slowly letting the air out of their suit. Could you imagine a worse way to go? I know I couldn't. But I wouldn't worry about it, since the commander handpicked you. I'm guessing you can hold your breath for a really long time, right?
Ikande's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
Hey,
All right. This is as far as I go. Take the lift up to Ops. Commander Ikande should be waiting for you.
Looks like just like the Expanse.
Yes. What? Ah, there you are. Excellent. Now that we've established your level of cooperation with us, I want to introduce you to your new home. This is the Operations Center of the UC Vigilance, SysDef's nerve center dedicated to the destruction of the Crimson Fleet. Which is precisely why we're taking a more clandestine approach.
Oh, I get to be stealth.
We need eyes and ears inside the Crimson Fleet. Someone who can feed us information, evidence, and expose their weaknesses. The catch is that you can't just knock on their front door and ask for an application. Getting inside is going to take some finesse. Let's get one thing straight right now. While you're working for me, I'm going to treat you like one of my own. Whatever crimes you committed in the past no longer matter. You're now an agent of SysDef, meaning that it's my job to keep you alive. I do. Our intelligence has managed to find a possible opening into the Crimson Fleet through Saoirse Bowden, one of their contacts. She works for the Trade Authority in Sidonia, so you'll be using a container of Aurora we've loaded on your ship to get her attention. That's right. So it'll be your job to convince this person that you're the real deal.
I don't have that persuasion,
Once
you know?
you bluff your way into the Crimson Fleet, then the operation proceeds to evidence gathering. That's where my second-in-command, Lieutenant Gillian Toft, comes into the picture. She'll explain everything you need to know. We move quick around here. Better get used to it. Remember, this entire operation rests on your ability to infiltrate the Crimson Fleet and bring us the evidence we need to take them down. I wouldn't expect any less. Look, before you begin, I want to make something perfectly clear. As an undercover operative for UC SysDef, you'll be expected to follow our code of conduct and ethics. Allow yourself to stray too far off the path, and you stand a good chance of spiraling out of control.
You're gonna have me court-martialed.
I don't want promises. I'm just asking you to think. Anyway, it's time to hand you over to Lieutenant Toft. She'll brief you about the details of the evidence-gathering portion of the operation. Now, get out of here, and good luck. For your own safety, nobody but myself and the crew of the Vigilance will be aware that you're working for the United Colonies.
Great.
Basically, if you land in jail, you're going to have to deal with the fines. All we know is that she's been with the Trade Authority for years, which means she's been privy to some seriously shady deals. She's shrewd and she's diligent. The only reason we were able to connect her with the Crimson Fleet at all was thanks to an informant. I'm afraid she's the best lead we've got. That's easy to answer. You don't. We'll be monitoring your activities from the... When you feel you've gathered enough evidence, and at the completion of your assignments, head back here for a debrief. Beyond that, you're completely on your own. Dismissed.
Am I crazy, or does this look like
Howdy.
the Expanse? Like the little pit down there. The same little like war room table. Same little command area. Like Marco and Eros, isn't it?
Yes?
Hello.
Okay, so let me through. Yep, this is me. Let me in. Am I missing something crazy here?
Excuse me.
Talk to Sarah's contact. That's what I'm trying to do. Not letting me through. Clearance authorized. So let me in.
Yes, what? Pardon. Okay, hello. Yes?
Go on. You can always come back and chat later. Nobody here is going anywhere.
Am I stuck?
Conde's on level 2. Try not to touch anything until he actually clears you.
But he did clear me, right?
Hey.
You gone? No, he's right here.
Lieutenant Toft will continue the briefing. While you're running with the Crimson Fleet, you're undoubtedly going to be... It's going to be difficult for you to do what you have to do. That's why I expect you to constantly seek alternative means to overcome your obstacle. Look, I can see that you're struggling with this. If there's a route to your goal which doesn't involve killing use your instincts.
Anything but killing.
I'm certain you'll do the... You have your orders.
United Colony System Defense at your service. Howdy. Hello.
Howdy.
Once we get rid of all the pirates, the galaxy will be a better place.
Am I stuck? Like, let me through. What do I do here? I'm so confused. Let us in, Sarah. Automatic door is not automaticizing.
Yes, what?
I have to talk to Sarah.
We need to talk to John Tuala in Mast. Goodbye.
God damn it. Where am I supposed to be going? Can I exit like this? So that's not the mission I'm on. How do I get to this one? Here we go. Here we go. That's why. You showed me the wrong mission.
Okay, hello.
All right. We don't have a lot of time, so I need you to listen up. While you're working undercover, it's imperative that you gather as much evidence as possible. If you find any records that look suspicious or incriminating, you bring it to me. Is that understood? Rationalize it however you like, but that evidence is critical to the success of Commander Akande's operation. I want data slates, computer downloads, handwritten notes. Hell, I'll take anything if it'll get those bastards thrown into the brig. For the sake of the settled systems, I hope you're right. That minor skirmish you had with them on Vectera
Looks
was
like Ronda
nothing
Rousey.
compared to the death and destruction those pirates leave behind. If you've seen what I've seen, you'd understand why I'm pushing you so hard. Then you'll understand why it's so important that this operation is successful. Anyway, before I let you go, there's just one more thing. Commander Akande has authorized a credit disbursement for each piece of evidence that you return, as compensation for your efforts.
Sweet. Money.
Commander Akande came up with the idea. He was concerned you might not help us simply because it was the right thing to do. All right. We've loaded a container of Aurora into your ship's cargo hold. We're also providing you with a sample you can use to tease the goods. We've
I
cleared
get to
your
do
ship for
some
launch.
drugs.
Proceed to Sidonia. Make contact with Saoirse Bowden. And with any luck, she'll point you to the Crimson Fleet. That should do it. You're dismissed. Not really, no. I've learned to
Let's
keep
get
my
personal.
personal experiences
I like their
separate
outfits. I
from the
want one of
job.
these.
Was it? Yeah, I
Oh,
suppose
she's
I tend to
lonely.
do that. Comes from having no one to talk to around this ship. That's to be expected, I suppose. The Vigilance isn't exactly the best place to have casual conversations. We have serious work to do. Let's just stick to the job at hand and concentrate on the mission. But, maybe we can talk about it some other time, okay? Don't worry, the container's been registered with UC Security, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Even if you're scanned. Of course, if we find out you tried to sell it to someone outside the boundaries of this particular operation, well, I don't think I need to tell you the consequences of making that mistake.
Ooh, you gonna punish me?
Let me know if you need anything else.
Is there anything else I can answer before you proceed to the next phase of the mission?
No. Just let me go.
Want the engines?
And we'll do this next time.